just how time-consuming.
Okay. 2 minutes late, 2 minutes late, 3 minutes late. Not too late. It's all good. Uh-oh, what's going on? Why does it do this? Why is it not showing the model? Hi, Pizza. My day was pretty good. I don't know why this thing is not showing the freaking model. Ah! Why does it appear in display capture but not this one? Okay. Alright. We're gonna do it like this. Because then if I minimize... Okay. We're just gonna jump between... Okay. So my secret has been revealed. You've seen my thumbnail base. Alright. So. Today, I was working on my tree a little bit yesterday, but while I was eating my lunch and dinner mostly. I didn't work on the tree. I was trying to figure out how I wanted the roof to look on the building. So while I was eating my lunch and while I was eating my dinner, I probably spent a couple hours playing Minecraft yesterday. I was really pissed because I was doing work. And I had lost basically like 2 days of work because the file didn't save correctly. It was a CAD file for my job that I was going to put extra hours into, and I realized I lost 2 days of work and had to redo 2 days of work, and it was pretty shit. I was upset. So I spent a good chunk of yesterday redoing some work. That was unfortunate. Alright, so today, we are going to be making my sister a model in Vroid Studio. So, she used ChatGPT to generate these images as kind of, inspiration images. They are AI generated. We will not be copying any of them directly, but these are the inspirations for my sister's model. She is going to be a panda bear comfy craft girl. That's her whole thing. So her color palette is very much warm browns, beiges, whites. She really likes orange. And the only thing that's not really depicted here is that she wants yellow goldish eyes. So, this is what I got to work with. And I've been given some creative freedom because she's not a very visual person in terms of some things. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and take this sweater in this color with this color combo. No, she's a polar bear, like, home crafts kind of person. Because that's what she likes to do. She likes to crochet. She likes to do arts and crafts kind of stuff. So she's a craft bear. That's her whole thing. She wants to be a craft bear. She doesn't like this apron because it has too many pockets. She likes the apron in this one. It's much simpler. Or the one in this one. She likes the simple aprons. You can tell it's AI generated. Look at this smooshy face that's on this one. What is that? And this busted ass clock over here. Freaking AI. Anyway, so basically, I pulled the 4 of the images that she sent me. I think we like the proportion of the eyes and the bangs on this one. I like how big and fluffy the ears are on both of these. I think this is a more appropriate size for her. I kind of like the aesthetic of this apron a little bit more than this one. And we will be doing the thigh-high socks. This one is actually a dog or a fox, but I liked the color palette of this because her original theme that she wanted was something that looked like Beppo from One Piece. So she really liked orange and white as a combo with the yellow eyes. So that was kind of the theme she was going for originally, and it kind of evolved from that. So I think we're gonna jump back into the orange. Debatable if we'll have the scarf. I don't think we will, but I think we're gonna try and do, like I said, this sweater, but with an orange and a black aesthetic. We'll see. We'll see how things start coming out. I can always change things if she decides she hates them later. Or maybe what I'll do is keep the beige sweater and add some cute details to it in orange and black to give it a more unique silhouette. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to start the base model. I just took a base, like a bunch of really, really basic stuff that Vroid has to start with. And we're going to manipulate things. Right, so let's take a look at these ears. We're going to start with the ears. We're gonna jump to white. Oh, that's too white. It's gotta be like a gray white. Okay. You know what? We're gonna stick with the brown because it's a little bit easier to see. Can I get that even rounder? Can I get that even rounder than that? Okay, so that 200 goes too far and it starts crimping the ears inward. Unfortunately, Vroid doesn't really have toggles. At least not available to me. There's like add-ons that you have to do. Let's do 145. No, this doesn't look polar berry enough. Yeah, the 3D models don't really have a lot of toggles, aside from, like, if you look at mine, I have the basic face toggles. But those come with any model that you make through Vroid. Those are the standard. I have to actually download another program if I want to add more toggles to it. Alright, so these ears got really forward. I don't want them forward. I just want them... Okay, we don't want fur volume. We don't want bunny ears. Can I make them rounder? No, it doesn't look like I can. Well, actually, maybe that works. Hi Bert, how's it going? We're making a 3D model for my sister today. And I showed it before you showed up. But we have inspiration and images for what she wants her model to look like. We have certain elements of... You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a red marker. And I'm going to highlight the elements that we like. So, let me actually get my tablet. Because the tablet is going to be useful. Alright. Tablet's on, let's go. Take the brush tool. I'm gonna make it thicker than 10. We're gonna go up to 28. No, that's too fat. Let's go back down to like 18. Yeah, that's better. She might hop onto Dragon Soul Shield with us. She might. We don't know yet. We're gonna see. We would like her to, but she's gonna, when she starts streaming, she's gonna start streaming at her own pace. So if she decides that she wants to, then we will invite her. And if she decides that she doesn't want to, that's up to her. Alright, so we like the sweater from this one. We like the face for this one. Hello? Oh, I didn't mean to draw it on that. Another person's a carpet bomb. What? Don't pick on my sister. She won't take it the way we do. We'd like to get her to play some games with us, but we'll see. Again, her streaming journey is her own streaming journey. I really like the cuffs on the hand here. I like the face overall on this one. I think the face is really cute on this one. My sister really likes the way the apron is on this one. So we like the apron on that one. The hair is kind of universal through all of that. I do like the way this is, like... This is done on this one. Actually, you know what? I like, this whole region. The way this... Just the way that the color palette works together. I like the stitching on this one. I like the stitching on this one. We like the thigh highs. Thigh highs are important. Yeah, I think she's got a nice, like, cozy look to her model. And I think it's gonna be really popular. I do like the darker skirt on this one. I like the darker skirt. But we're gonna try and, like, come up with a design for... Oh, we also wanted to incorporate a bear. Sorry, I just got hiccups all of a sudden. What the hell? Stop it! So we got a lot of work to do here. Oh my god, please. I think today what we're gonna do is we're trying to get the shape down. And then if I have time, we'll start textures. But textures take a long time. Let's see if we do a -20 on this. Well, yeah, she looks soulless right now because this is the default setting for the face. Why am I hiccuping so much? Damn it. Why do I have the hiccups all of a sudden? Okay. So we can mess with a lot of the settings in here. And let me see. So the skin tone she has is got a slight yellowish undertone. This is more of a pinkish undertone. Oh my god. What eyes do we like as a starter? I do like this one better. Oh my god. These hiccups. I will be flipping back and forth between Photoshop and Vroid quite a bit. Too mature. Too weird. I don't like the glossy on it. These are really childlike. Whoa, scary. Stop making fun of my hiccups! These look like Shiori eyes. They're like very watery. That's too much of a boy face. That's bland. A sympathetic face? I mean, we can modify a lot of the aspects of her face. I'm just trying to find, like, the right base for what I want to work with. And I'm thinking that it's this one. I feel like the sparkly eyes suit the the polar bear, a lot more. Oh my god. So I can actually modify a lot of aspects of this. So let's see. Let's see. I actually like the bigger eyes. I'm gonna leave that the way it is. Let's straighten that out a bit. And let's actually make... Oh my god, are you just gonna make fun of my hair? They won't go away, I've tried! Ugh! Ugh! No. I like the round eyes. I think it's more suitable to my sister. I can make the point stick out more. My god, these hiccups! Let's try 1.1. And 1. And let's try 1.25. And 1.1. Try burping. Okay. Okay. Holding my breath usually stops it, and I think it finally got rid of it. No, it didn't get rid of it! Alright. I think I like how this looks. Iris size. You want her to have a pouty face? Or are you making fun of my pouty face? Okay. Her personality is being pouty. I mean, not really. She's more grumpy than pouty. We're trying to make her cute here. You want angry eyebrows? She's gonna say we're making fun of her. Alright, I only changed her hairstyle because I can't see what I'm actually doing. Alright, eye set. Let's try going all the way down. What kind of eyebrows do these girls have? Pretty straight. Okay, I think this is cute. We'll see what she says. So I'm gonna be messing with these eyes even further. Right now I'm just trying to get a base for the eye. If she tells me that she doesn't like how the eyes look, I can always change them. Alright, so let's go to eye highlights. Let's actually see what other irises look like. Oh god, these are awful. What do the eyes look like here? They're kind of like... No, I'm not keeping the short hair. I just needed to see where her eyebrows were. Okay, I like these. I just want to change the... Give her rounder eyes. Yeah, we're gonna do long hair. In fact, so I keep showing you these images. The hair is gonna be about this long. I just did that because I want to be able to see her eyes a little more. And I couldn't see it with the long bangs. These are funny. Oh, the star is cute! Hello, Alfonso! I do like this one. I think this one just needs like a little bit of a reduction in the gloss. But I do like this one. I'm so smart, so demure, so mindful. I think we just want to stick with a normal sclera. Alright, eyebrows. We want thicker eyebrows than this. How do make thicker eyebrows? No, those are too wispy. I kind of like these, and then I can just arch it more. Nope, that didn't work. That makes her look so angry. Don't give her the Shiba Inu eyebrows. Wait, doesn't Beppo have eyebrows like that? He doesn't have eyebrows at all. Shows you how much I know. I'm not giving her the doggy eyebrows. She'll strangle me. Okay, those are cute. Those are cute. I like those. Alright, eyelids. Do the images in here even have that? You can't even see because the bangs. I kind of like that. I know, but she's supposed to be a polar bear, not a tanuki. Oh wow, they've added a lot more eyelash functions here. What do we got here? These are very simple. That's too intense. She's a fur. She's a polar bear. We talked about this. What is this? Alright, alright. Go back to the top. I think I like... Alright. Good luck, Bert. Take a nice nap. Enjoy your nap. What do I think here? Yeah, I'm gonna make her hair white. Don't worry. It's all gonna get changed to white. But for now, we're sticking with this just because it's like... I'm just picking shape right now. I think this is the best one for her. I think I like this one. It's just soft and simple. Okay, so now let's go back and change the color for things. That's... Get a smidge darker. Oh, this is gonna be cute. Again, I'm gonna change the texture of her eye because it's just too monochromatic for me. But I'm gonna do that in Photoshop, so that's why I have the Photoshop file open. We're gonna make these a little bit... Where are they at? Do I like them darker, or do I like them lighter? What do you guys think? Darker or lighter? The light? This is the light, and that's the dark. I kind of feel like the light really brightens her eyes up a bit. What do you think? Dark? Okay, we'll stick with the dark. Alright, nose. I never really modify the nose. No, her eyes, her hair color I haven't touched yet. But I'm gonna change her hair, don't worry. I'm gonna probably do more of like this beigey, peachy color, but we'll see. Maybe her ears will stay that color and her hair will be more white. The thing is, when you do white in Vroid, it becomes very washed out and hard to see. So I'm gonna have to modify the textures myself. Alright, so we're gonna give her a tiny mouth. What's it changing? Oh, we don't want to change that. Leave that alone. Make her lips bigger. I will give her fangs. Let's go with... Okay, that's what I want to see. And then let's go back to the mouth. Now that Fauna graduated, there's a place in Hololive for another green girl. I mean, do you even think I have a chance in hell or something like that? You don't even know if I can sing. Let's do upper fangs. She doesn't need the lower fangs, just the upper fangs. Just like me, only the... Nimi is singing and doing her best. I mean, she never said she didn't like singing, but that doesn't necessarily mean she's good at it. I know. I keep saying I'm gonna have a stream, but I never do it. I need to just do it. Don't give me that! You have self-admitted that she's not a good singer. Alright, we're gonna make the fangs the full fangs. Because it's hard to see them. Just do it. So I'm gonna do like a... I already have like a playlist that I've been putting together of like 90s songs. Because I'm thinking I want to do 90s songs, 90s songs, 2000 songs, 2010 songs, and then 2020 songs that I like. I think I want to keep my karaoke nights to like themes, essentially. So I've been sort of organizing music based on that. Okay. Lips. Alright. Even with the stupid hair, this is a really cute face. Whoa. Okay. Let's close her mouth so I can see what the lips look like. Hey, Amaro, welcome. Alright, so this is nothing. This is a little bit of gloss. A little bit more. A lot. I think this suits her more. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. Yeah, just a little smidge darker. Alright, cheeks. These are pretty bad. Let's change the color to a rouge. This is supposed to be cheeks, but it's like... Alright, so let's stick it to black just so I can see what it's doing. Okay, I like that one. gonna change that to a pink color now. This is a very soft pink, a little bit more red in there. We're gonna make this a little bit less... Yeah, I like that one. Vess, if you're probably gonna have to use another app, and you're just gonna have to prove it, but... I will not have to use another app, Pisa. So, what you can do... There's two ways I can do this. I could make a polar bear in Blender and attach it using Unity, which I'm not very good at, so I don't want to do that route. But you can also use the hair tool in this application and make a polar bear. It won't be fully animated, but I can make one. It's very doable. Okay, so her skin tone, yeah, like I said, it's a little bit more yellow than what's here. So we're gonna shift this dial over a bit. There we go. That's where I want it to be. Alright, let's go back to her mouth. We're gonna move the mouth up. Coca-Cola partnership incoming? I don't know, maybe. Frowny face. Okay. Face paint. I kinda want to give her a band-aid because it's cute. What are these things? I don't even know what this is. Scars, beauty mark, bags under your eyes. Earrings? Oh. Well, that's depending if we're keeping her regular ears. Probably not. Scars. Are those little freckles? Oh my god, they are freckles! I kind of want to keep that. I think I'm going to keep that. The little freckles are kind of cute. I'm team no soda, Alfonso. Team no soda. I don't like soda. Like, at all. Alright, let's go back to her eyebrows. I don't like carbonation. That's the problem, Alfonso. So the eyebrows on these girls is kind of like more in line with her lashes. So we're gonna go with like a smoky color here. Maybe lighten it a smidge. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the purple blue for it is a sense of dread, but I don't want her to look like that all the time. No, wait. I like the freckles. We're leaving the freckles. The freckles are cute. Wait, what is this one? No, we're not putting old lady grandma face on her. Freckles. Alright, hairstyles! Alright, what can I use as a base here? This is kind of facially in line with what I'm trying to do. Let's see what else we got here. Like I said, I'm looking for a starting point. Make her bald. No, she doesn't want twin tails. This is... Oh, so, Alfonso, you came in a little bit late. So these are her inspiration images. Biomero! These are my sister's inspiration images. She used ChatGPT to generate them. She doesn't want twin tails. She wants long, down hair. That's what she wants. That's what she said, and that's what I'm gonna give her. She wants the hair exactly like the way these girls have the hair. I mean, that's her decision. I'm not gonna mess with it. You have to fight her? She doesn't want the twin tails. I have the twin tails. She doesn't want to look like my model. I can't blame her for that. Alright, these are all too straight. They're all pinned straight. You can't bully her into having twin tails. This is too straight. This might work. But it's so flat. Oh no, I'm gonna use this as the base. I'm gonna change the color. When you guys were little, Vest beat the crap out of you and you crap out of your lips. I beat the crap out of him until he got big enough to fight back. We never really fought with our little sister too much. Well, actually, that's not true. The two of them used to fight in the car together. Because we used to have a minivan, and I used to be in the back. Because, you know, as you get older, you move further back in the car. Because Mom and Dad's in the front. Then my brother was the baby. So the two of us would sit next to each other in the middle row. And then when my mom and dad had my sister, I got kicked to the back because, you know, mom needs to be able to take care of the baby and have access to the baby from the middle row. So the two of them were in the middle row and I had the back seat all to myself, which was great. And then as they got older, the two of them would fight all the time. Alright. So now let's break it down into parts. Wow! Oh my god, Alfonso. Jesus. Oh, that's fluffy. I like that one. Well, I like this one too. Okay. What do you mean the one with the long hair? Trust me, I'm gonna be making a lot of modifications to this. Okay. So now, we're gonna mess with the front hair itself. Hey, Tyler. Okay. I want to buff up the thickness ratio. We're gonna bump it up to 80. Oh, nope, nope, nope. It was 0.80. 0.8. We're gonna do that to all of them. I'm making a model for my sister. Let's turn the symmetry on. These are all so thin. Why? What happened? I'm gonna make her how she wants to be made, and I'm not flat. You just are a hater. Alright, I want to actually bring this upward because I don't like how low it sits. Being picked on. Leave that the way it is. This is what I want to modify. Let's bring it up out of her eyes. Why people get amazed when they knew the CC rigged their own model? Oh, you mean, Sterna Celeste? Oh, Cecilia. Wait, she rigged her own model? The previous model or her current one? I didn't know she rigged her own model. I mean, it's cool. It's just a lot of work. I'm surprised Hollow even let her do it. I'm just surprised they let her do it, given how they're so like hardcore about their, you know, proprietary stuff. Do I like that hair there? Probably not. Probably get rid of that. Boop. Yeah. It's in the way. It's in the way. What app is this? This is Vroid Studio. Okay, so in none of these models do they have hair in their face, so I'm probably gonna remove a lot of the excess parts here. mustache? I think she'll get very upset if I put a mustache on her face. Okay, what is this on? So we're gonna get rid of this. Because she actually doesn't have one in any of these pictures. What happened today, Tyler? No, it's 2 P's. It's 2 P's, bro. I give him a pass, Tyler. He's from Chile. Right. This one. We're gonna make him thicker. Oh my god, stop hurting yourself, bro! Okay, so this picture that she gave me has like a sweeping hair. And I want to kind of replicate that. You're like hurt yourself way too frequently, my friend. Let's position it like this. Oh, that's the middle one. I'm gonna have to add more to this. I'm gonna get rid of this one. This one I'm actually gonna pull off her face a bit more. Wait, what? You met the most racist gamer known to man? I mean... It happens. There's some very questionable people out there. I want to make this fluffier. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, and I'm just like, oh dear God, we're starting it off already. So many questionable things. Respiratory illnesses are on the rise. I mean, it's winter, so that does make sense. That's what happens. Okay, I think I'm sort of getting how I want this to be now. So let's modify the fat one. I think I might have to change the colors of these just so I can see them better. Okay, that didn't help me at all. Why is it changing all of them? I don't want that! Yeah, polar bear that does arts and crafts. That's what my sister wants to be. So that's what we're building. God, hair takes forever. I always forget how long hair takes. I want to pull these further to the side. Because I want to be able to see her eyes a bit more. You can only do male ones? I mean, doing models is not easy. Let's pull this out from her face a bit more. I realize that I'm probably gonna end up spending... Where does twist placement? I'm probably gonna spend a lot of time doing this. Put a paintbrush on one of the ears? Well, she's not really a painter. She's more of a, she's more of a crafter, like with paper crafts. Oh, that's too fat. We don't want that. That's also kind of big. There we go. 0.15. Maybe a little bit smaller. 0.12? Yeah. I mean, this is just day 1 of doing her model. When she gets back from her trip, she's gonna give me input on things. Because again, it's her model and it's how she wants it to look. I'm just trying to get like a baseline down, and then she can yell at me about how she hates it later. Wait, I actually want to bring this down here. We're gonna make this thicker. What happened? Why is it all scrinkly? Because it's in her face, that's why. We don't want the mesh in her face. Okay, that's cute. We're a little thin over here. There we go. We want to actually reduce the thickness on this. Because I don't want it to interfere with these bangs here. These bangs here are what's shaping her face. So she does like paper crafts. If you want to look it up, she does paper quilling. Paper quilling, and she does crocheting. She likes all kinds of art and craft. Wow, Alfonso. I am not a frog. We've been over this 100 times. Why you bully me? You bully me so much. This is gonna be really hard to do. I'm not a frog! Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this. We're gonna go to the back. We're gonna change the back to... Oh my god, pizza! No! This is why I need to do a 2.0 of my model. I'm being griefed. This could work. I could make this work. The back needs to get much longer, though. Alright, so what kind of procedural group we have here? Of course, they're all in different groups. front. All the meshes are different. They all have different meshes. Ugh, this is gonna be such a nightmare. Long hair is a nightmare! Alright, let's start with these. Be any fictional character, who would I choose? Who would I choose? There's so many fictional characters out there, bro! So she's got like kind of like a chaotic, messy, curly vibe going with this hair. And it goes down past the butt. So where's her butt? There's her butt. So we want to actually bring it down even further. And it's gonna fluff out. What is the twist ratio? I want to know what that is. I don't know what that is. Top 10! Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Fictional characters. Gandalf, Legolas. Gandalf and Legolas are in there. Who else? Gandalf, Legolas. I don't know who else. That's a hard question. Alright. So let's go down to... No, we want the whole procedural group. This is not changing anything on here. Oh, let's not do that. Why is it doing that? Batman? Alright, I need to look up what the twist What is twist intensity? Let's try 10? That did nothing. That did nothing! He lives in our hearts, Alfonso. You draw around the mesh you want the space. What does this thing even do? Flat as shit. That looks like wings. Now it's paper thin. Crush on a fictional character, Legolas. Hello? Lego hero? I don't even know any of the Lego heroes. Alright, I'm wondering if I use the freehand tool. Wait. Undo, undo. And I brush this in, what will happen? Ah! There it is! It won't modify something that's already existing. I have to redraw it myself. Now that makes so much more sense. Okay, that made it really wavy. No, strictly Legolas, not Orlando Bloom. That's kind of scrunkly. Let's drop this down. Even further. That's a little too low. Okay, so now we've got some curls going on here. But if I drop the width, does it look better? Okay, so know what we have to do. We're gonna have to delete all of this hair. Wait, that's the stuff in the front. We don't want to delete the stuff in the front. We like the stuff in the front. I do like Legos. If she was bald, it would be more easier. Yeah, duh. I'm gonna do all this by hand. It's just gonna be easier in the end. What's my favorite set? You realize that there are thousands of Lego sets out there, right? You want to know what my favorite Lego set is? My favorite Lego set is probably the Lego Animal Crossing sets. Shit, we'll keep the lower hairs. Because I can work with this. Oh, the car ones. That makes sense. Okay. So we're gonna keep the lower hairs because I really don't want to mess with them. And I'm gonna need some straight hairs floating around in there anyway. But what we're gonna do ourselves is we're going to make... So we have a new freehand hair guide. Well, you've asked me what my favorite car is. My favorite car is the Subaru. If you're asking like a sports car, favorite sports car is probably a Camaro. Okay. You have the hair set. Subaru is also a good duck, you're right. Okay, so we are creating the mesh for her hair. Let's brush it in. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Let's up the twist a little bit. And up the width. Needs to be thicker. That's what I'm saying, like, I'm not a huge car fan, so I can't really comment on that. Like, there's a couple cars that I know from, like, watching movies, but I am not, the biggest car person. Even though our dad is in the car industry, and he does work with sports cars a lot, can't say I know much all about them at all. Alright. Let's try... A Bugatti? Yeah, I know about Bugatti. Okay, I should actually spread these out. I don't like that they're... There we go, that's what I want. Okay, now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting the shape down. Bye, Tyler! Oh yeah, you're kind of late. Alright, this is what we want. We want to up the thickness. Wait, it got rid of the twist ratio. Ah, it messed with my thickness. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so now let's make another freehand group. And again, we're gonna up the thickness. Oh. This one is... I have to change the mesh first. Follow Caboose, I don't care! Please stop spamming your ads in my chat. I don't care. Okay. Dude, there's so many bots. It's actually nuts. I don't understand why... do they actually make any money doing that? I genuinely want to know. They must, right? Ah, I forgot to twist the thickness. Like, they really must make money if they think people are gonna buy into that bullshit. Mess with this mesh a little bit more. Let's bump it out. Give it a little more body. Same with this one. We're gonna bump it out a little bit. I mean, it's not like I would actually buy anything off of them. It's just crazy how much they try. Oh, this one has the crazy twist on it. We didn't want the super twist. We just want a little bit of twist. Actually, we can make this one thinner. That one ended up looking weird. What do I nerd out to? That's a good question. What do I nerd out to? I don't know. That's a good question. Okay. This is not a bad start, but I have to fix this. It's a little too poofy. What is going on here? Oh, that's why, because I made it stick out so far. Okay, this is not bad. I think I need to add more, like, dimension in terms of... I'm a dork? What do I mean, what do I honestly nerd out to other than, like, League of Legends? If we're being honest here. I think this is too flat. I think it needs to be more voluminous. I think she wanted it, like, really flowy. I don't want it to look like it's, like, flying, though. Definitely Legolas, no! Interior design is probably somewhat accurate. Okay, I'm gonna have to add more strands of hair into this. But first, let's save this. Uh-huh. Okay. I can't change butts in this, unfortunately. Alright, now so, what I just did is add texture to her hair. So that if I do this... there's some movement. I think I need to add more... to her hair. It's a little too stiff. I don't know if I can actually make them fuzzier, which sucks. I'm gonna have to do it entirely with texture. Alright, there's a hair gap here that I'm gonna have to fill too. Alright, that's enough for her hair for now. I will add more detail to her hair after. So for now, let's go back and look at this. So she wants a sweater and a skirt. Yeah, there's a little bit of bald spot there. But I only have so much patience. Hey, you see it? It's right here. But she's got a couple bald spots on the top here that I'm gonna have to fix. Listen! This is hard work, K-Bud? I don't see you doing it. My day at work was okay. My boss has been gone for a while, so, you know how it is. Alright, do we have a base I can start with? We actually do. I can actually use this as a base. No, he didn't disappear. He went, so, my boss, one of his boyfriends, I say, as I roll my eyes a little bit, because the idea of having more than one significant other baffles me, but to each their own. He goes down to Asheville to see his boyfriend, and when he does that, he usually is down there for a couple weeks. Sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's two. Oh my god, they added so many cute things into the shop. Vampire Lord. That's so cute! What? Yeah, he's polyamorous, yeah. And like, I personally don't ascribe to that. I think it's just not my style, not how I like to conduct myself. Oh my god, that is really cute as like a just default outfit. What? That is so cute. Tell me how my sister's model is gonna end up cuter than mine. Alright, so we're gonna start with the base, because this is probably the best base to work with. Given the parameters that we have. Is this just... This looks ridiculous. You can modify the, like, the way that it looks. See, like, I can change the parameters of it. if you have a model with bigger boobs, that it will adapt to an extent. It's not perfect. The turtleneck is cute. I almost want to leave this on her, but like, she wanted this. This is what she wants. The off the shoulder. So we have to give her what she wants. But this is very cute. Waist crease with width. What the hell is it doing? Why is it like floating 10 inches off her body? No, she wants the apron. She wants the apron. But I have to build it in layers. I can't just, like, make it all one item. So as cute as this is, as much as I like this, and I like the knit pattern on it, I wonder if I can steal the knit pattern and throw it on this one. I might be able to do that. Let's go to the edit texture. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to export this. I'm gonna delete that because I don't need that. I like the texture of it because that saves me time in making a texture myself. And this is what we can do. And I need to export the guide. Sweater guide. Let me save that. Let's go to Photoshop. We go File, Open. Sweater guide. And we open that. File, Open. Sweater texture. We open that. Alright. So now, we have the sweater texture. Actually, I don't need the guide for this. Not yet, at least. Let's go back to here. Dude, ever since Neuro, and Vidal did the crazy subathon thing, or whatever, the hype train, he's been, like, popping off in the algo. They've just been exploding. And because they won, didn't they win, like, an award in the VTuber Awards? Or were they nominated? Something like that. But because of that, they've really been popping off. Not that they weren't popular before, because they certainly are in, like, the top 10 for non... I would say Vidal. I would say that Neuro is probably in the top 10 indie VTuber creators. Like, if you really think about it. Because, like, it's just such a unique concept, and there's been a lot of people who've made the, like, AI characters or AI versions of themselves, but they don't curate them in the way that he does. The way Vidal does. Because, like, he really curates her coding, and he curbs her so that she's not saying she says ridiculous things, but she's not saying things that are, like, absolutely horrible. Which, when you have an AI that's learning from chat, and chat is cursed, she could develop some very poor habits. Oh no, he's put so much care into his AI, and that's what makes him a good creator. Is he's not just like, alright, I made an AI and just set it free. He's constantly monitoring her, and he's constantly tweaking it, and removing things, and adding things, and that takes a lot. That's a lot of effort to do. And I mean, he deserves it. He deserves all the success he's gotten, because for one, coding is not easy, and two, being able to tailor an AI to say things and to respond to things accurately without saying things that are against terms of service, or just like straight up racist, straight up homophobic, straight up just bigoted, which when she's learning from chat, which could easily completely destroy his programming. Oh, absolutely. Him interacting really does change, like, the way the content flows. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to exit this, close without saving, we don't care. And we're gonna go to this top. We're gonna edit texture. Ooh, this is a completely different template. This is a completely different template. Okay, so this I need the template for. I need the guide for that. And I'm gonna... Nope, I just exported the guide. Okay. So now that I've exported that... Oh yeah, Armors has new costumes! I'm so excited for them too. Marvel Rivals when? Oh, hello, Wimare. Oh, my sister's model? Yeah, we just started it. It's gonna be a long process. But this is the inspiration for her character. So she generated some images via AI. We're taking different aspects of each one, and we're kind of like smushing them together. But yeah, she will be cute. She will be cute. I think this model is gonna be way better than my model. Let's just put it that way. I really think that this model is gonna be better than mine. Like I said, eventually I will be doing a 2.0 on my model, especially now that I'm no longer using the beta version of Vroid Studio. Alright, so we want the off-the-shoulder guide. And let's open the off-the-shoulder color palette. And we're gonna mess around with this. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to copy this into here. Paste in place. So this is actually how it laps into this. Is that really how it laps into that? Alright, I'm gonna mess with this. Okay, so this is irrelevant. These gray parts are irrelevant. He pops in here once in a while. I'm surprised you haven't caught him, bro. Alright, and now I want to take the sweater texture and I want to bring it into here as well. No, I want to paste it in place to see if any of it lines up where I want it to be. And I can modify it. It sucks that the sleeves are white. So for my 2.0, I have... So, okay. There's a lot of things I plan on doing. Obviously, like, the outfit, I'm going to be doing a major overhaul, because the outfit was made in the beta version before they added clothing layering. So what I plan on doing is making a much more intricate, style dress with a lot more design elements to it, a lot more detail. And I do plan on changing my hair, because right now my hair is like, it's cute. It's cute. The colors are a little bit too outlandish. I think they need to get toned down and be more subtle and integrated. Now that I know how to do hair a little more detailed, I think I would make the hair strands a little more fine. Yeah. So it's still gonna stay in a similar color palette. Still a tiger, still a jade tiger, still thematically Asian, but just like the overall details are gonna shift. I want to put like some hair accessories in and probably add some like some earrings and things and stuff. So all of that stuff are things that I've been thinking about. Oh my god, Alfonso, I'm gonna slap you. I like my glasses. You can suck it. The glasses stay. The glasses is like the one thing I will not retcon. Alright, so what I want to do is now that I'm in here, I'm going to put on the mirror function. And we're going to get to cleaning this up to the way I want it. Kick Alfonso. Yeah, I have like a good mental image in my head of what I want the 2.0 to look like. I can't describe it. It's like, you'll see it when you see it. But that, I mean, let's think about this. This model is gonna take me probably 2 weeks to do. So I'll probably be working on this model well into February. And then I gotta do my brother's model, which will probably take me till mid-February to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway. Anyway. So yeah, I think, oh god. Yeah, but I probably won't get to do my model till much, much later. Unfortunately. I need to add a background here because I can't see at all. Okay, yeah, I need a dark background. That's gonna help me a lot. That's better. Okay. I think, so, the thing is, by the time I get to working on my model in a month or Let's call it in at least a month. At least a month. It's gonna take before I'm able to work on my model. So, if that's the case, and in a month I start working on my model, after working on my sister's model and my brother's, I think I'm going to be so well versed at Vroid Studio that I'll be able to make mine really awesome. And it's not to say I don't want to make my siblings' models good, it's just that, you know, I don't need a new model right now. I like my model. It's just simple compared to the idea I have in my head. Kinda. I mean, I'll probably still end up using the old model, because I feel like it has a special place in my heart, because I made it, and it's the first thing I made. But yeah, I definitely want to explore making a new one. Alright, so we removed the... We're removing this. Remove all of this. And I'm going to use this as a clipping mask to apply the sweater. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Alright. So now let's look at this sweater layer. Where can I pull these textures? The sweater texture doesn't go down as far. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, I think I have a vague idea of how I want to do this. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna copy this chunk. I'm gonna paste it down. A certified gooner? Why am I a gooner? What did I do? And get rid of that. I'm gonna take this. I want to skew it a bit. Because I want it to line up with this template here. Let's drop a guide. Make sure they stay somewhat aligned with each other. The real question is Alfonso a gooner? Probably. That's for you guys to hash it out. That one can somewhat stay. It's been a while since I've manipulated a texture like this. Let's go outside of the line a little bit. You still play ZZZ? Wait, oh, right. Genshin Impact was banned in the US, but not in other countries. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to cut it down. Yeah, that's true. They did do that. What happened here? Ah, that's what happened. I didn't erase something that should have been erased. Wait a second, what happened here? Oh, it just didn't exist in that corner. Interesting. Okay, I see what's happening now. I mean, I didn't really use TikTok too much to begin with, though I need to start using it. Okay, the guide can go away. We want this to come up. Like that. Okay. Now if I do this... delete that. Go here and I delete that. Okay. I'm going to hide these layers. Export this. As a test, just to see where it falls on her body. She will be using her real voice. Alright, so now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new layer. I'm gonna import the test. Okay, it comes really high. I have to cut it back down. But the texture is laying how I want it to. I just need to cut it down to the sleeve area here. Okay, so this is working out the way I wanted it to. Good. I was worried. I was worried. But now I know. Now I understand the template. So this is the continuation of that collar right here. Oh yeah, this is not going to be an easy feat for me at all. This is not going to be easy. But we're gonna do our best. Realistically, what I should do is I should cut it down now. So let's do that now. Okay, we still have the symmetry on, so... Oops. Actually, we're gonna duplicate this layer anyway. Actually, yeah, we're gonna duplicate this layer just so I have a backup. Is this not layer 5? Oh, I have to turn this off. Duh. Duh! Big dummy. What do you mean? Suggest someone to help me do what? Do I want it to come higher than where it is on her right now? No, that's a good height. Oh, no. The whole reason I'm doing it is because we don't want to spend a lot of money on assistance from other people. That's why my brother made his model, that's why I made mine. And I think I'm perfectly capable of doing this. This one. Just want to make sure it's not lumpy. No, it looks fine. We're gonna burn the edge of that. This is just like I said, it's gonna take several days of work to get this to where it needs to be. Oh, no one would help me do this for free. Not at all. No. I would say this was probably gonna take me... Nah. No. Now that... Look, it's okay. The reason my model took me about a week to make. And that was a week meaning... So I would get home from work, make myself dinner. So I spent about 4 hours every night during the week. And then I spent a day and a half on the weekend to make my model. So, let's just do some quick math there. 4 times... 4 hours? No, probably a little more. Probably 5 hours a day. Times 5, so that's 25 hours. Plus, I would say I probably spent... Let's say it's like 8... Plus another 5... Let's call it about 40 hours. Welcome back, Bert. Still doing the same thing. I'm working on textures right now. So, if I spent about 40 hours on my model, I could see myself spending around that much, if not a little bit more, on my sister's, because hers is a lot more detailed. But most of that time I spent was figuring out how to use the program in the first place. Now that I actually know how to use the program, it's completely different. You woke up truly. That happens to me too. I always forget I have to turn off the other layer. So Burnt, right now I'm creating a texture to run over a mesh to create a piece of clothing on the model. Ooh, that erased too far. So it's kind of like what you do, Burnt, what you did when you made me the skin for Minecraft. You have like a mesh, and you just manipulate it with adding different textures to it. Same thing, except this is a lot more complex in terms of design. Okay, so now we've made the arm cuffs, or rather the neck cuffs. But yeah, conceptually very similar to what you did when you make the Minecraft mesh. But what I'm doing is, so what I did was I exported this base file, this shape of the clothing. I exported the shape of the clothes. And what I'm doing is I'm importing a sweater by manipulating the sweater texture that I have to fit that shape so that I can make that same thing but actually a sweater. Alright, so we have our sweater layer for that. Now we have to do the sweater layer for the arms, and then I'm gonna have to do it down here too, right? Because she's got a lower cuff. I'm just realizing now that this is a tank. You could probably do it. It's really not that hard to do. It just takes a lot of patience. This is gonna be a tank top, I'm realizing now. Which... means it's gonna stop here. I can hide it. I can hide it behind the belt. I can hide it behind the belt. It'll be fine. I can fix it. Yeah, I can definitely fix it. Just don't tell her that it's a tank top. Okay, so now we want to take... I'm gonna have to completely manipulate these sleeves too. What's your story about, Burnt? I have writer's block too a lot. I stopped writing I was writing a book for a while, and I stopped because I just couldn't do it. It was throwing me for a loop. Okay, getting this sweater to line up the way I need it to is gonna be such a challenge. Alright, so let's turn off this. Actually, it may not be as hard as I think it's gonna be. Let's take this chunk. Let's make a copy. Let's turn this back on. Bring this to the top. To the top, I say! Wait a second. That's not what I wanted to copy. What did I just do? Oh, I wanted to copy from this layer. There we go. Now we hit paste. And we bring it to the top. Writing is a hassle. I mean, for some people it is. For people who are, like, really into that kind of, you know, creative expression, it comes pretty easily. Everybody's creative expression is different. Kind of a futuristic world where people find relic that give powers, but they are banned by the higher-ups that use their resources to influence the government. Ooh. So where are you getting stuck on? Like, story progression? Character development? Okay, let's move this down here and get rid of all this gunk. Why is this so big? I want my layers section to be bigger. I don't need this to be that big. Who are you writing it for? Oh, I said, where are you getting stuck? Are you getting stuck at, like, character development, story development? Maybe we could talk it through. Because honestly, I love story writing. I have had a story brewing in my head for quite some time. Competition in a few years. A few years? That's a long ways away then, right? Okay, so this is I'm gonna change the color of the base template because it's hard to see this. So let's go to image adjustments, hue and saturation, and we're gonna darken this, make it more saturated. We're gonna mess with the color balance, actually. that helps a lot visually. Okay, that's gonna stand out to my eyeballs a little bit longer. So where are your characters stuck? So one thing that I do when I'm writing stuff is I will often oh man, did I clip it too short? A little bit. That's okay. What I'll often do is I'll write an outline, and then I'll just, like, slowly start filling that outline in with, like, dialogue and paragraphs. Because the thing is, like, you need to know where your start and end are. So if you map those things out, like, literally draw yourself, like, a timeline map. And be like, okay, so Fred is a regular guy. He starts off as a regular guy in a small village. He wants to become a hero. How does he become a hero? And your end is like... And he slays the dragon and marries the princess. So, like, how does he get to the point where he has the ability to slay the dragon and marry the princess? Well, he's got to go meet the wizard. So that's, like, bullet point 1. Journeys to meet the wizard. Slay the princess, marry the dragon. Damn. Secretly, the dragon was disguised as the princess all along. They swap bodies. So maybe. Maybe you're slaying the dragon. But yeah, so like, what I'll do is I basically will take my start, end, and then obviously you have to have a climax, you have to have a conflict, and you just start mapping those broad points out, and then you start adding more points to it. So it's kind of like you're just trying to make that line a solid line. It's made up of a bunch of dots originally. Like, that's how I visualize it. Oh my god, this is going to be such a bitch to bend and warp. I don't know if I can. How am I gonna do this? Giving the main character motivation. Okay. What is your main character's goal? What is he trying to do? What is he trying to accomplish? Is he, like, trying to cure an illness? Is he trying to usurp the government? So, my book... without giving too much away, because I'm always, like, super hesitant to share information about my book, because I don't want people to steal my ideas. My book was kind of originally supposed to be a D&D campaign, and it just kind of evolved into something more than just a D&D campaign. Conceptually, it was supposed to be somewhat falling in line with, like, the themes of elements and the themes of, like, not necessarily an avatar, but something akin to one, like Avatar: The Last Airbending kind of avatar. The continent that this takes place on in the world has, like, separate factions of people, different races. So you have dwarves, you have humans, you have elves, and then there's, like, subsections of elves. So you have the dark elves, you have the merfolk, which are technically considered elves in this world, and so on and so forth. The high elves, yada yada. Then there's like the tribal elves, which are kind of more like jungle dwelling elves, and they're a little more savage. So all these kind of things, and there's essentially eight primary gods in the world that are the children of, I guess you would call them titans. Essentially, there's two titans, a male and a female. Night and day, essentially. Dawn and dusk. And the story is essentially that, like, the old gods, the titans, have abandoned this world, and that their children are now governing the world, but the people have lost contact with these gods, and most people don't know why. There is essentially, like, the antagonist, the villain, essentially, like, is trying to siphon the god's power to make himself a new primordial god, and, like, the main protagonists are, while navigating their own internal conflicts in their own, like, kingdoms, are slowly figuring out that, like, this person is literally trying to reshape the world in his image. And they kind of band together and come together to stop him. So that's, like, the broad strokes of it. I don't want to give too many details, like I said, but I'll probably write it eventually. Burnt. He just wants to live in peace, but was thrown into this drama by accident. But he's been hunting the government since he's practically illegal. Okay, so but can't figure out how to fit in the actual first villain. Okay. Is your first villain like a government figure? Or just somebody that the protagonist is at odds with? I mean, honestly, it's a uncommonly used trope, but the trope of the average guy who just wants to be normal and just doesn't catch a break is honestly a great story selling point, and it could add a sense of, like, irony to the story in a good way. Okay, I think I'm going to have to use... This is gonna be so hard. Sweater, why are you so hard to work with? I wonder if I have to, like, break this up into sections to make it the way I need it to be. If I just stick this under that. No, that looks terrible. It has to meet through the... Does it have to meet through the crochet? Let's see what it looks like. No, it doesn't, because this is an overlap. So it really doesn't. I could just tuck this under this. But I'm thinking it might be a good idea to break this into sections. You might just scrap everything. I'm telling you, Bert. You don't have to do that. Well, I want you to take, and I know it sounds insane, take, like, a literal week, and bullet point everything that you want to happen out. Don't think about writing the story as I've come to this wall and I have to stop. You can skip any section of your story and find a way to connect part 3 with part 7 later. But if you know what part 1, 2, and 3 are, and then you know what part 7 and 8 is, you can skip part 4, 5, and 6 and fill those in later. So what I do is if I get stuck on how to transition something or how to introduce something, I will skip it. Outline it, if you can. Have an outline and understand what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are, but you don't have to write in that order. You can skip from 1, 2, 3 and then go to 5 and then skip 6, 7 and go to 8, 9. You don't have to write them in a linear pattern. And that's the problem that most writers have, is they think that they have to write the story from start to finish. You don't have to do that. You can literally start and end at any point and come back to it later. You're gonna make revisions. You're gonna cut things out. You're gonna add new things. You're gonna change things. So don't get so fixated on doing it in a linear order. If this part of the story is baffling you, it's okay to leave it for a while and come back to it. I've done that many times. So like right now, my quote-unquote book is like maybe 10 or 15 pages of stuff, but scattered. It's not in order. It's just different chunks of clarity that I know I need to fit together. And I just kind of write and then leave it. I've reread some of my stuff hundreds of times. Cut things out, replace them, gone back to it, put it back. Don't write it in a linear 1 to 100 way. Jump around. Write an outline. I'm telling you, spend a week writing an outline, and you will find a way to fill the holes, and you will find a way to smooth the edges. Most people just don't know how to outline things, so they get stuck and they stop. I do actually out pages. I have a lot more in my head. I mean, in my mind, this book that I'm writing is 4 books. It's 4 books. Very specifically 4 books. And I haven't decided if I want to write the stories of each of the 4 protagonists in like the Game of Thrones style, where every book, every chapter is a different person, and you just kind of jump back and forth between the characters throughout one book, or if I want to dedicate each book to a person and then write a 5th book where they are all together. Of course I read books, Alfonso. I haven't read in a long time, though. I was reading the Throne of Glass series, but I forget what happened. Oh, I started streaming! That's what happened! I was reading the Throne of Glass series. I got up to book 5 in, like, the span of... I did it in, like, a month, which... For only reading, like, before bed... That's a lot of reading. 5 books in a month, just reading before bed. Your problem is your partner writes a lot. See, that is hard. I have not read the Mistborn series. That is hard. You guys seem, if what you're saying is true, it sounds like you guys have conflicting writing styles. And I think that's why, like, outlining is really important, because if you outline, you're not spending a dramatic amount of time writing dialogue and chapters and describing things in details. An outline is literally, Fred goes to the town. Fred meets the bartender. Bartender gives Fred instructions on how to get to the wizard's tower. Fred gathers a group of friends to go travel with. Fred's horse dies while they're traveling. Like, it's very, very basic. Like, think of it as if you're just trying to, like, flashcard your way through a story. And then, if you're working with a partner to write a story, you guys have to be on the same page about how the outline plays out. There's no point in spending hours and hours writing detailed chapters of something if you guys are not on the same page of how the story is going to resolve itself. So, like, if you can't follow just the basic bullets of how the story's gonna go and you don't agree on those things, it might be that you guys are not meant to be writing partners. Because, like, that's kind of why it's hard to do collaborative book writing, because you could have completely different personalities doing things. And then the other thing is, if he's edgy and unrealistic, there's two ways to look at it. Is he throwing his own ego and either personal grievances or personal desires into the book? Which is very common with writers. Writers often try to personify themselves in the book in some way, or they try to take out their grievances in some way through projection through characters. Is that the case, or does he have just such an overactive imagination that he's thinking of things that maybe you consider unrealistic, but might actually be good ideas and could just be, you know, very out of the box? Self-insertion does suck so hard, and it's really hard to avoid that. I mean, that was part of the reason, one of the many reasons. I mean, streaming is the big one why I stopped writing and reading so much, because this takes up a good amount of my time now. Not that it's a bad thing at all, but self-insertion was kind of a problem that I was having because, you know, as a girl, obviously, I want to make a female protagonist, but I also didn't want to fall into, like, the current tropes that you're seeing in today's modern media, which is, like, you know, girl boss that can't do anything wrong, that automatically is the most skilled person in the world, that knows everything, that's so smart, so beautiful, so strong. I didn't want that. And it's hard because when you start writing a character and you start to see yourself in their character, you start seeing things, similarities between yourself and the character, whether it was intentional or not, it's hard to not feel like you're self-projecting. His character saying things that no one would ever say in real life. Like, give me an example of something like that. Because that's like, that can be like really oof, or that can be really interesting. I don't know. It's a question mark. I think I can actually just clippy this directly into here. Just manipulate that bottom edge. I think I need to actually shrink it, actually. Where's the edge of the shirt? The edge of the shirt's there, so I'm gonna shrink this. I'm actually gonna shrink this so that it lines up with the edges of this neatly. And then I'm just gonna manipulate it in and see what happens. I'm gonna start at the midpoint. I'm gonna try and push and pull this. Okay, let's do this. Enter. Now we're gonna pull this below. No, we want this just below this. So then maybe he's just not good at writing dialogue. Because, okay. And this is not to be, like, dismissive or anything, but I find that guys have a harder time projecting and imagining emotion in dialogue as in the same way that women can. Because women are more emotional creatures, and I do believe this is fact. I do believe that women are more emotional creatures than men. Men are much more logical creatures. And that's not saying a man can't be emotional, and that's not saying a woman can't be logical. But generally speaking, women tend to be more emotionally in tuned than men. And men tend to be more logically linear than women. So, when a man is writing a romance scene, it's very likely that he is just doing it in the most literal way that he sees it would happen in real life. It's silly, but it would be a good idea to watch romance movies if you want to learn dialogue. And I don't mean rom-coms, I mean like a real romance movie. Or to pick up a romance book and just read it. Because that's how you're gonna develop that skill. Is visualizing and seeing the actual thing happen, and also understanding how that actual thing gets put down onto paper. Okay, let's dull this out so I can just see the lines I need to erase here. I think one of the hardest things about writing is having nuance with character emotion and dialogue. It's very easy to describe what something looks like. It's very easy to, you know, describe an action. But the three things that are harder to describe when writing is emotions, comedy, humor is extremely hard, and sarcasm are extremely hard to get across in writing. And nuances of personal interactions. He wants to force their love. I mean, are the characters meant to be together? Is the intention that the characters are together? Because if the intention has always been that the characters would be together, finessing how they get together is just another facet of... Alright, I'm gonna make a copy of this because I feel like I'm feeling I'm gonna fuck this up, so we're gonna make a copy. I'm gonna make a folder for my copies because I'm gonna lose them. Right, copy folder. They all sit in their copy folder. Welcome back, Amaro. Like, it could be that he just doesn't know how to spread the emotional entanglement of the two people across several chapters. Because that is, like, again, it's that linear line of thinking. It's starting with a goal in mind and getting to that goal in the fastest way possible. A love relationship doesn't need to develop in one chapter. It should develop over 10 chapters, 20 chapters, a book and a half. I mean, it's good music. Don't pick on my music. So if he's just like rushing it along with cheesy dialogue, then you just need to figure out how to pace the relationship. Alright. We need to make a lot of erasing changes here. So let's go to this, put the symmetry back on. make sure that we are actually in the center here. Alright, here we go. I can do a bigger eraser than this. Yeah, that works. Excuse me. Oh, that's the original. We don't care about that one. What the fuck is that? What layer is that on? Oh dear. You might change the first major villain's power? Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that. Aww. Bye, Alfonso. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Adopt you? I'm not rich! Stop thinking that I am! I'm very not rich, trust me. Trust and believe. I'm not adopting my own brother, what? Stingy? Oh my god. A fear-based power. Bye, Alfonso. Good night. Alright, so Bert. I can see a fear-based power working in this scenario if you're also trying to integrate how the protagonist and a girl are facilitating their relationship. You know? So okay, so let's walk through this in the way that my brain is looking at it. So you meet a girl that you like a lot, right? You meet a girl, you like her a lot, but you don't know how she feels about you, right? You become nervous, you become insecure, you want to ask her out, but you're afraid that she's gonna say no. You're afraid that she might not like you, that she might not want to be your friend anymore. These are all real emotions that come with a new relationship, that come with a developing relationship. You're afraid that you're gonna do something that makes her think you're weird. You're afraid that, you know, she's not gonna like one of your habits. You're afraid that you're not good enough. You're afraid that you're not smart enough, successful enough, whatever it is, right? These are all very real things that people feel when they're unsure about a relationship, when they enter a new relationship, or when they meet someone that they want to be with. So how do you use that to write a good character arc for your protagonist and his love interest? You just added, by telling me that your first major villain's power is a fear-based power, you just made that the two of them coming together super easy. You know how? If your protagonist's first encounter with this villain and his power makes it so that his fear of scaring her away or not willing to ask her gets magnified significantly, you just made a dynamic that is very real and very human between the protagonist and his love interest infinitely more interesting. Because now your protagonist has to overcome the villain's power to make his fears 10 times worse to reach his end goal of not only defeating the villain, but also coming to terms with the fact that he is interested in this girl and wants to be with her. I think if that is the direction you take this story, and I'm not going to tell you how to write it, but you have the pieces to something that's good. You just have to figure out how those pieces go together. Does that make sense? Because I think you have a great idea there. If your main protagonist... Like, this is a very human thing for all age groups. Young, old, doesn't matter. Everyone can relate to that. Being afraid to step into a new relationship. Being afraid to be vulnerable. So having a villain that just kind of forces that out of you, forces you into that situation, I think you could write something really good with that. Let's bring this down to 70. But again, that's just my 2 cents opinion. I can't write this story for you. It's still your story. There's still a lot of details that I don't know about it. But hopefully that was a little bit helpful. Okay. So that works with this. So it's a little different from what I said about him magnifying the protagonist's fear directly onto himself. But he could do it in, like, producing an illusion of the love interest. And, you know, the love interest's illusion is verbalizing all of his fears. You know? Oh, you're not smart enough to be with me. You're not successful enough. Your hair's funny. You know, you have that weird beauty mark on your cheek, you know? Your freckles are weird. You're too short. You're too tall. Your feet are too big. Like, she could just be personifying all of his innermost insecurities. Because that even makes it even more, you know, traumatizing. Someone that you have affection for, someone that you're interested in, someone that you might even love. Just, like, picking apart your worst insecurities, your biggest fears. You know? I have a Samsung? That's a very, very random question, but yes, I do have a Samsung phone. That took a huge tangent jump. Oh no, I turned the symmetry off. But I think you don't need to scrap your story. You just need to figure out how it gets put together. And, like, I'm always willing to help you work through writer's block, because I find writer's block really annoying too, but there's always... It's good to bounce ideas off of other people. Okay. Now, let's turn that off and turn this... No, turn this back on and turn this off. Okay, we have a cute little sweater going on now. Okay, I'm gonna try and export this and see what it looks like. you know, this only took forever to do. He's doing a lot of talking, a lot of yapping. Alright, we're gonna replace the test. Okay. See? So if you have an idea for later in the story, just run with it. Start developing that part. It could be the third boss, the third villain. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. Look at that. I'll have to draw like a darker line here just to separate that a bit, but that is really cute. Oh my god, she's gonna be so cuddly. Alright, back to the sweater. I'm gonna put the template back on. Put these layers back on because looking at white screen burns my eyes. But yeah, what's your idea for later in the story? Alright, so now we gotta do the sleeves. Main character's father and mother are divorced because the father didn't agree with what the mother was doing at her job in the government. Okay, so the mom is working for this government that's trying to suppress the people, essentially. If we're going by what you said before, right? Is she in charge of, like, the process in which people get banned for using these relics? Okay, we're gonna clip this sleeve. Let's move that down here. And let's erase all these little excess bits. We can turn the symmetry off for now. But if you have that part that you like, then you should write that part out. Okay, so now the father found out. So what is the conflict or the trajectory for these characters? Or the protagonist's relationship with his mother? Is that what you're trying to develop? Okay. Rotate this arm. The template guides. Okay, so it does fill that whole space. So I need to manipulate this. Okay, so what are you trying to navigate how he and his mom interact with each other? Is he actually trying to stop her? Is she trying to experiment on him? Like, where is that relationship moving towards? but that's okay. Because, like, characters can agree and disagree with each other, but if they don't actually interact with each other, then it doesn't necessarily matter. There needs to be an interaction. She's trying to recruit him. If he doesn't give in and work with her, he'll be taken in and experimented. Okay, okay. So there you go. And obviously he doesn't want to work with her. Yeah, I got what you meant. I understand what you mean. Sounds like your protagonist has a pretty cruddy life. He's got a mom that clearly doesn't care about his well-being at all. That sucks. Work with me or die. That's just like some next level cruddy mom. I've realized I might have to take a clipping from the original. Yeah. We're gonna have to take a clipping from the original, and then we're gonna have to darken it manually. Oh! So this is like a family affair now. Oh god. Okay. So you have like a good amount of this like thought about. Whoops. Alright, now let's scale this down so that it matches the size of this. Bigger, a little bit bigger. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, that's good. But have you thought about why they are villains? And what their beef is with the protagonist? Corruption in the government. Okay. Well, this is actually pretty seamless. I feel less bad about it now. tell. Okay. Perfect. Main character's one of... How many illegal relics are there? Sounds like there's quite a few. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's thousands. Okay. Interesting. So what is the end goal for your protagonist? Is just to take down the government? Or is there something more that he's looking for? Okay. So I think, like, if that's the case, I think you need to define that. And it can be defined as, you know, oh, what a drag. If this is what I gotta do to take down the government. Or it has to be, like, a serious conviction that he wants to take down the government. I'm going to have to manipulate this coloring, am I not? How do I do this? I forget how to do this. Create clipping mask. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to duplicate it. And we want it to be a darkening. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's a serious conviction. There you go. See, you've developed an idea of what you want it to be. Wait a second. That's not a darkening. We want to overlay. No, that's not what we want either. Alright, so let's just do it normal. And now let's mess with the effects. Multiply, maybe. Linear burn, maybe. That did nothing. That did nothing. Okay, so it's gotta be multiply. But I need to change the color. do I do this? Okay, that's close. Needs to be a little blue. Oh, that's hella close. I think it needs... Whoops. Cancel. A little more purple. Let's bring it up into the purple realm. Nope, that's too much. More blue? I guess so. No, that's not working. Pen pressure? There we go, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so where does her sleeve actually end? Oh, all the way up there. So let's turn that back on, because I need to be able to see that. Okay, so that's what it's gonna look like. I think this will work quite nicely. Would I be a hero or a villain? As much as I could probably play a villain role quite well, I don't have it in me to be a villain, actually. Acting-wise, maybe. So one of the other things I'm kind of, like, low-key working on the background is, not ASMR, but, like, voice pack kind of stuff. Because I kind of do like doing voice impersonations, so yeah. I can probably do a pretty good villainess, but as a person, I'm not a malicious person. Like, I poke fun at you guys, I poke fun at my brother. And Alberto, because Alberto is Alberto. But, I mean Alfonso, sorry. Thinking of my old coworker, Alberto. But, I poke fun at Alfonso, but I'm not a mean person, a mean-spirited person. I'd much rather help people. If you had a cat, I mean, personal choices. Okay. So we resolved that. I need to copy this thing, which is layer 5? Yeah, layer 5. So let's grab that. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really a mean person. Mean-spirited or ill-willed. Where's the edge of this? Oh, there, okay. Oh god, I'm way off. Oh, it's way higher on this side. Why? I mean, depends what my hero power is, man. What happened here? Okay, let's erase this. Oops. Okay. We have the sleeve. Now let's make a duplicate. Oh, I have to... Figuring out how the main character should be found out for having a relic? I mean, relic scanners is not a bad idea. What is his relic power? Would you be a hero if you had power to make things you touch shatter like glass? I was thinking the scanners could be not like a metal detector scanner, but more like if this is a futuristic setting, like kind of like those did you ever see the Sonic movie? The live action one? Those little Dr. Eggman's robots? That's kind of what I was thinking. Something like that. Scanners like that, like little scanner bots. Cuz that makes it like it's a lot less scary when you'd have a specific fixed point that you have to avoid versus something that's mobile and all over the place. You know? Like, if it's like a metal detector type of scanner, well then you're like, well, I'm not gonna travel through that area to avoid getting scanned. But if it's like a little bot that, you know, is patrolling the streets, you can't really avoid those if there's a lot of them, or it's very hard to avoid them. Probably gonna end up traveling through the sewers and shit. Yeah, that's true. You could have, like, secret scanner bots. They could be people. They could look like people. Just like a random bot in a crowd, you know? That'd be scary. I don't like that. Alright, we gotta get rid of this. Yeah, androids, exactly. Alright. Let's turn the sleeve back on. Turn this back on. I gotta erase all the extra stuff. Pisa's got some good ideas here. See, Brian, like, it brainstorming with other people is very helpful. What's fulmination mean? Don't make fun of Pisa like that. Okay, okay. I have cuff. I have this. Can go up here. We're gonna transform these copies. Alright. This is the template. So now let's turn off all the things that we don't want to see. And see what she looks like. On the body. Here we go. It's so cute! It's so cute! Okay, I have a little bit of a flub happening over here with whatever this little ruffle shit is. I don't even know what that is. Where did that come from? But it's so cute! It's so cute! I just have to erase this weird bullshit that's happening over here. That was so much fun to make. Let's get rid of this. I don't want to see this on her. Oh my god, she's gonna be, like, the cutest little bear. So cute! I wanna... manipulate this a little bit more. I guess there's no way to... That is super cute. I love it. Alright, let's turn the wind off. See, now this is where we start playing with, like, the fun stuff. So cute. Oh my god, she's gonna be the talk of the town. She's gonna be the talk of the town. Ooh, what's going on there? Her nose is doing some weird stuff. She's got no lips. Where did her lips go? I gotta move her nose a little bit. I won't be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's my off day. I have some work I have to do again. But I will be streaming this again on Wednesday. We'll be doing more modeling on Wednesday. Where are her fangoos? Where did they go? She had fangs. See, the best part is that you can do poses in this. Let's go with default poses. I think that this is gonna be an amazing model. That seems... That's a viable option, but it seems very OP. What's going on with her hair? Her hair's doing weird things. These are cute poses. What do I recommend? I think having a little bit of margin for error is kind of important. So while it is great that I like the idea of something that scans, Peace's idea is really good, but I think it should be something that's mobile. So either androids or like those little robots. Androids sounds way more scary because it could just be a freaking bartender or like your barista at a coffee shop that's actually a government robot that's scanning people that come into the stores, so you will never know. But doing satellites, like, there's nothing stopping them from scanning 100% of the country or the world. So if that's the case, then there's not a single person that would have a relic ever. They'd be dead instantly. Okay, this is really, really cute. I want to give her pants before I take a picture of this to send to my sister. Oh my god, her big eyes are just too cute. What skirt can I use? That's actually not a bad skirt choice. I'm just taking a screenshot so that I can send it to my sister. Okay, I think she's she's... She should be asleep right now, actually. She should be awake. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it's 11 a.m. over there. She should be awake. So, the security camera idea, again, can also work. But like I said, in a futuristic world, I would imagine there are security cameras literally everywhere. So, if you think about it in terms of like a heat map, you probably have security cameras on every freaking corner, in every store, in every government building, in every building that you walk into, on the subway, on the trains, everywhere, and the taxis. So that's a large amount of saturation for potentially getting caught. You kind of need to give your character a way that they can evade the authorities. But if you have things like satellites and security cameras as your detection source, there's not a lot of dark spots in which they can traverse in order to be safe. And maybe that's what you want, but it just means that he's going to be constantly running. Okay, I need to send her a picture of the face. And then let's mess with the face in the pose machine. Yeah, if they go underground in the woods and he needs to always be on his toes, if that's the vibe you're going for, then that's awesome. Like I said, he's gonna probably travel in the sewers, or he's gonna travel in ways that are not conventional to avoid the government. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's so cute! Flush himself down the toilet travel. What is this, All Real Monsters? Oh my god, I love this model. This model is adorable. Okay, it is 10 o'clock. I've modeled as much as I can model today. I'm glad you know the All Real Monsters reference, because a lot of people wouldn't know that reference. Okay. But this is about where I'm gonna stop for now. I have a lot I still have to do with this model, but I really like where it's going. And I want to wait for her feedback before I keep moving forward. But I think it's so cute. And I'm really happy with how this came out. There's a lot I have to fix. I have to fix her hair. I have to fix her clothes more. But this is a great start, in my opinion. I think I have a chance of making her a really cute model. I'm going to add more dimension to her eyes. I'm going to add a lot more layering in terms of color to this. But I really like where this is going, and I think it's going to be a really amazing design. And I hope she likes it. I really do. But we'll see. She's looking at it now. I can see her little phone icon in Discord. But, okay. So I will be off tomorrow, as I usually am on Tuesdays. Yes, I saved it. I'll save it one more time, just for good measure. Save. Save. And I will also save the sweater file. We're gonna save this file into her folder. References. This can go away. This can go away. And we're gonna save this one. As the sweater. Alright, that's all saved. But I will be back on Wednesday, and we will continue this after I get some feedback from my sister. And hopefully I can finish this by the time she gets back from her trip on February 1st. Have a good night, everybody. And thank you for anybody who's new who stopped by. And thank you guys for hanging out. We'll talk more on Wednesday. Good night.